Hello, I am back with a very special project. I am participating in a challenge at in a Facebook group called Vintage Junk Journals. There's also a blog slash website with the name vintagejunkjournals.com, and it's about junk journals, obviously, and often with a vintage feel to them, where we share the journals that we make, tips, and maybe also resources on how we do our journals, and also who has great tips or great YouTube videos, etc, etc, etc. So but in the Facebook group called Vintage Junk Journals, there's a challenge for November, and I'm not doing a lot of junk journals. I'm not doing a lot of journals, but I love them. I love when people do them, and so I wanted to make one for this special challenge. It is called 30 Days of Cherished Memories, and the theme of the junk journal is chocolate packaging. And I was so lucky that my company received 3 boxes of chocolate last year around Christmas, and I hadn't had a chance to use them for anything yet. But now I used one of them to make the cover for a chocolate junk journal, and I'm going to show you now. Whoops, sorry about that. How I did that. Let me show you the lid again. What I did is that I just unfolded this one, and then I cut off the sides where there's nothing to it here. So I cut along here, and then I simply folded this in, everything in, so that is my front cover. And then I took the back side for the inside here, and so it's pretty sturdy for this little junk journal. And then I made 2 signatures, and then I made a 5-hole cross-stitch binding. I haven't tried cross-stitch binding before. It's not perfect. I don't think that I have tightened the strings enough, but for this little project I think it's okay. So that was a good lesson for me to learn. And then I embellished the front with a doily and a Project Life card, some tags that I cut out of some coffee. I just wanted to show you some coffee dyed papers that I did on my own. And I got these tickets from Rachel, Jazzy Creations, in her Etsy shop, and she coffee dyed these already. So these babies, they're just ready to go. So wonderful. That is Rachel JC Creations. And then I have these embellishments, and that these are actually some wonderful golden embellishments that my German friend Christina sent to me, and I just thought they were wonderful for this. So I actually put them on here. And again, I have some of my flowers here. I just traced them from these templates that I made. I downloaded a free template from Pinterest, and then I just reduced and resized them, so I have different sizes here. Then I have saved, let me see if I can find more of that. I've saved some chocolate paper. I love chocolate, and I also like to save the papers. This is a Ferrero Rocher, wonderful chocolate. It's just so tasty. And also, you know, I live in Denmark, Europe, so I don't know if you find these in other parts of the world, but yeah, anyhow, I saved these, and these are just perfect to cut out flowers, and then they're delicate because they're just made out of gold foil for candy and chocolate and so on. But glue them to a piece of coffee dyed paper or any other kind of paper, they would hold better. So that's what I did. And here I stamped the word memories. So this will be for my cherished memories for the challenge of November, 30 days of cherished memories. Gosh, that was difficult to remember. So this is the front. I haven't done anything to the back yet. Not sure if I'm going to, but yeah, that's it. I wanted to show you the pages that I did. This is a paper bag that I cut apart and then I glued on here for a pocket. I just thought this is just so exclusive, expensive looking, so I definitely wanted that. And the back side is the back front inside cover. So I just thought that was a sweet idea. And there was a little card when I bought the chocolate from this shop. There was this card, so I'm going to embellish this a little more, and then I have a perfect journal card. So let me just flip through and show you what I've done so far. I'm not done yet, but I just wanted to show you because I have in my stash, and let me bring it to the camera, saved. And since I'm a chocolate lover, I have all kinds of chocolate packaging. So I finally found an excuse to use them. So I have made all kinds of stuff in this journal with this kind of packaging. So here I took the front cover of a packaging and glued onto another kind of packaging. You know, this is hanging in the store like this, and it makes a perfect hinge for a card. So here I'm going to have my first cherished memory is going in here, and I know exactly what it's going to be. So it's going to be a little paper bag pocket with a tag inside, and then maybe I'll put a string around so I can tie a bow here, and then it's kind of hidden, like a hidden treasure, and you can just go explore later. So yes, that is the idea. Then I just glued on a label here, and then I can maybe write number 1 or something like that. So that's the first page. Here is a chocolate paper bag, and yes, there was chocolate inside, so I just find it really fun to make. This is obviously also from a piece of chocolate, and I just used it to enhance the opening up here for a tag or whatever goes inside. This I cut off of a packaging of chocolate. This is the word I cut off here. So, and it is a little tuck spot. Let me find something that I can show you so it can hold something there. I used these design papers that I purchased on Etsy, that I just thought were perfect colors for this, and on the back I just sewed it on some of that coffee dyed papers that I did. Here I resized a paper bag to hold, just, you know, to be a side pocket, and I used some more chocolate packaging to make a fun little tag, embellished it with some pattern paper, and used some of that gold letters to make this tab, this pull tab. I embellished the paper bag with some teeny tiny doilies and enhanced it again with a punched pattern paper, or some of these. I just had one here, but yes, like this, scalloped punched circle, and then folded it in half to enhance this opening so it's easier to pull the tab. Here I have a catalog for chocolate Christmas gifts, and then I just resized it, cut it to size, and then made it like a fold out kind of cut to size, some journaling pages, and use some washi tape so that I can write on both sides if I want to, or glue something on here. So some more tuck spots. Here I have a bag that held some chocolate, and then I used some words from the chocolate packaging to make this little piece of journaling. And here I have some tags from Ephemeral's Vintage Garden. I thought the colors were beautiful to this coffee stained chocolate theme. There are actually flowers, but I think it just fits perfect with these brown sepia kind of tones. So I am going to use these, and they're perfect to journal on. I glued some coffee stain dyed paper on the back. Here I have a coffee dyed envelope, and here are more of these from Ephemeral's Vintage Garden. I am not sure what this journal kit is called, but I will definitely put a link to it in the description box if you're interested. And then here's some more journaling space, just a piece of pattern paper folded, then embellished with some of that gold chocolate wording. Or I haven't embellished everything yet, so some of these pages are just empty, but it's about chocolate, so everything goes. I could just leave them like this. More of that paper bag and pistachio, dark chocolate. Love it. So there are more than 30 pages in this book, this little journal, but I'm sure when the challenge is over that I can continue to write down some cherished moments. So for this one, I took this, cut it out, and then I had this shape. I'm not sure this is one of, oops, this is one of them, but I used this shape to cut a wing or a closure here, and then I can fold it out, and then I have some journaling space here, so I thought that was kind of cute. And here's another one of those tags from chocolate packaging, so made a little tuck from one of the sides here. So there's so endlessly many possibilities, so you just have to use your imagination and maybe see the tips from Pinterest or some YouTubers. There's so many ideas out there, so yeah, just go for it. And this is actually from this packaging. I just made a banner because I thought that was just so nice looking, so yeah. Okay, here I have something very special, and this is going to be a cherished memory of its own. My German friend Christina, she sent me last year 2 of these bags with some die cuts, and she made these bags herself and embellished with some washi tape and some of that die cutting, and I've kept them, of course, and I just thought it was brilliant to bring in this as a cherished memory. And then I've made this from some pink chocolate packaging, and I am not sure if I have it here. Yes, I do. You can see the leftovers. So this was some I'm not sure what it's called in English, this berry. It's not raspberry, but yeah, the black ones. So that I used for some flowers here, and then some other chocolate packaging, and some Danish chocolate packaging, and then again something like this in the middle. It's a fun flower to make, and then I also added some eyelash trim that I bought Let me have some eyelash trim like this, and this is just perfect in the colors for this project, so I'm going to use that for the tags and throughout the journal. So I'm going to attach this, glue this on like this, and then it's just perfect for this memory. So that goes here, and then I have some matching tabs and tag. So let's move on. Some more tuck spot and some more of that chocolate Christmas gifts pages, and then I glued a bag, a golden bag on here that used to hold chocolate, and I'm going to have something special in there. I'm not sure what it's going to be, so but I just thought it was a nice idea to have there. Have a tuck here, so, and then another envelope. This one lost the glassine window, but I do have some, so I could glue it on here. Then another flower embellishment for something. Yes. Some more of that chocolate pages. And this is a very special, let me see, I bought some chocolate, a bag of chocolates when we were on a holiday a couple of years ago, and this is the leftovers from that. So I made a pocket, and I also made this pocket, and then of course I'm going to write something very, very sweet from that trip. It was to the Canary Islands here in Europe, outside Africa. So that is a very cherished memory. Sorry. And some more chocolate journal tag in a paper bag. There's some more chocolate bag, and yes, it is chocolate stained, but that is just adds to the chocolate feel. Another tuck spot, and that's it. That is it. I'm just loving it already, and it is going to be so wonderful when it's done and when I start to actually use it and write down the cherished memories that I can think of that I have experienced. So maybe that's an idea for you as well. I hope you were inspired by this and will make one of your own. So that's it for now from me. I am going to have some more fun with this, and I hope to be back soon to show you some more. Maybe when I am finished, I will make a brief flip through, who knows. So, but bye for now, take care, thank you for watching.